Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. And some space here. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, here's Henry. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Jones. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
Jones on 3rd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Collins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Now they'll run with Lewis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Jones. Dancing to his left. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Jones on third down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On fourth down, Jones. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about it.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
On second down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Gone! 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 Hurry up, here we go. 319!
On third down, Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
And that's a sight Titan fans hope that they see often throughout his career. Harold Landry out of Boston College. Many thought, including me, that the Titans would select him with their first-round pick. Able to sit there and get him in the second round. Tremendous value for a terrific pass rusher.
It's a guy who led the nation in sacks as a junior, 16.5 during that year at Boston College. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A give to Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin with Henry. Powers through it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They run. This is Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Jones now off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Jones escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jackson on third and long. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. First down now, but that clock rolling. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's second down. Jackson throwing again. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. We have hit half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go again with Collins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Jackson. And able to find John Brown. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking deep for Crabtree. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
Throwing again. Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Set. 319. Detroit.
And Jackson throwing once more. Man open left side is Brown. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They pitch it out to Collins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Buck Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The pitch to Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Check, check. Ohio! Ohio! Check safety! Check safety! Flex round! Flex round! Hut!
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Flex round! Flex round! Check 31! Check 31! Hut! Mike 40! Ohio! Ohio! Hut!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. DJ Chark, 42 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
It's caught left side by John Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And his kick is good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now let's go. Green.
And again, it's Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the front.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What?
Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw. Jones. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it.
Gun. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Gun.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Gun. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson will throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Again, Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ohio. Let's go. White 90. Ohio.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Terrell Suggs in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. White 90. Flex round. Ohio.
Now Jones operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a handoff to Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Again, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Titans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.